everyone, my name is Amanda and thanks for watching my channel. And today I made chicken tortilla soup slow cooker style in my Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro. And you're going to need whole peeled tomatoes, tomato sauce, black beans, corn, a medium-sized yellow onion, 2 boneless chicken breasts, cilantro for garnishing if you would like, celery, chicken broth, tortilla chips, and this is also all gluten-free. Taco seasoning. You can also use tortilla strips. They are gluten-free, which is awesome. Carrots, and these carrots came from our garden. My kids were really excited when we got to pull these out. We thought our garden season was over, and then we found some more carrots popping up. So let's go ahead and get started. I took 5 celery stalks, washed them up, and now we're going to go ahead and chop them up into bite size. Start by removing the ends on each side, splitting mine in half, and then I'm going to cut mine down the center and then cut them. That way it makes them a little bit smaller, especially for my kids. Sometimes they don't like things so big. It just makes it easier for the kids as well. So just continue chopping all the celery like this, and then we're going to set it aside into a bowl. Just keep repeating this process until you have cut up all the celery. Now I'm going to take the carrots that we picked from our garden and I'm going to go ahead and peel them, and then I'm going to cut the ends on each side and then make them as well to bite size, kind of like I did for the celery. And for this recipe, you're just going to want to take 3 whole carrots. So these equal up to about a decent size of 3 whole carrots. You can also just use little baby carrots and then just chop them into about the amount of size that you would like for this. And it's, you know, it's your personal preference of how much carrots you want to add to it. We will be planting more carrots again this garden season for 2025. My kids absolutely loved pulling them up out of the garden, and I was really shocked that we still had some just growing. I really thought that we were done with things popping up here and there in our garden because we are in January and we've not really had luck with carrots. This is like the first year having extreme luck with the carrots, but they absolutely had a blast pulling them out. Now we're going to take 1 yellow medium onion and we're going to go ahead and dice it up. We're not going to add it into the bowl that we're going to add the vegetables into the slow cooker. We're actually going to saute these up. I don't know about you, but sometimes I like my onions sauteed up when they go into the slow cooker because then they're just really nice and soft, and I like my onions soft. So this one we're going to saute right into the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro. So just dice them up into the size you would like to eat them. Now, if I was going to prep all this and just put it into a freezer bag to have for like pulling out for another night, then I wouldn't saute the onions. I would just cut them up, put them in a freezer bag, and have it for another night. But I do like them when they are nice and sauteed. We're going to go ahead and sear the onions in the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro. We're going to go ahead and start by doing the sear saute on the dial, and we're going to leave it on the high setting. We're going to go ahead and add some olive oil into it. I added about a good tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're just going to go ahead and add the onions already into the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro. We're not going to wait for the digital screen to say add food. We're just going to go ahead and put it right in. It's going to heat up, and then you can just go ahead and keep stirring it and keeping an eye on them. You don't want to burn them or make them extremely brown. We're just trying to soften them. While the onions are sauteing in the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro, we're going to go ahead and butterfly our 2 boneless chicken breasts. I like to butterfly mine when I put it into the slow cooker because it just makes it cook really nice, and it's easier to shred it in the end. Now, if you don't have a Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro, you can always just saute your onions directly on the stove and then just put them right into your slow cooker. And again, you don't have to do this. This is definitely an option if you want your onions to be a little bit softer. The onions are right where I want them to be. They are nice and soft. And now I'm going to go ahead and add in the carrots and the celery and just give it a good stir, mix it on in. And then I will go ahead and turn the Ninja off because I don't want to saute these. Now, even though I turned the Ninja completely off, I'm still going to go ahead and give this another stir just because it's still really hot, so it will saute it a little bit more. So I don't want to overcook it because we will be putting it on the low setting for the slow cooker. Now we're going to add a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. Now we're going to go ahead and add a 15.25 ounce of canned corn, and you're going to want to drain the liquid from it and just go ahead and dump it right on it. Now we're going to add a can of whole peeled tomatoes, 14.5 ounce. Just go ahead and add it right in. Now we're going to add a can of black beans that's 15.25 ounces, and I also drained this as well, and just go ahead and dump this in. Now we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. You can use a taco seasoning packet and just use that. I like this brand that I get from Costco because I'm gluten-free, and I always make sure that my ingredients are accommodating to my allergy. So I'm doing 2 tablespoons of it. Now we're going to add 2 cups of chicken broth, and this is gluten-free. And again, everything that I'm using in this recipe is gluten-free. Before I add the chicken in, I want to give this a nice good stir so that way all the flavors just blend nicely together. And then we're going to go ahead and add the chicken breast into the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take the chicken and push it underneath the liquid so that way when it's cooking for the 6 hours on low, it's going to be so tasty and so tender. Now we're going to go ahead and put the lid on, and we're going to turn it back on, and we're going to put it on slow cooker, and we're going to put it on low and cook for 6 hours and hit start. And now we're going to just let it cook and enjoy the nice smells while it's cooking for those 6 hours, because let me tell you, it smelled amazing in my house. There's 14 minutes left on the crock pot, and it smells so good. I cannot wait to try it. But we're going to go ahead and pull out the chicken breasts, and we're going to go ahead and shred them up. Now we're going to go ahead and pull the chicken out, and we're actually going to let it just cool for a little bit before we go ahead and shred it. I let the chicken rest for a good 5 minutes before I start shredding it up, but look how tasty that looks. Everything smells amazing right now. It looks beautiful. I love the consistency of it while stirring. It's perfect. I absolutely loved this recipe. It was so easy. I loved that it was very minimal on the ingredients and perfect budget-wise. While I was shredding it up, my kids, of course, had to try it because just smelling this in the house while it was cooking for 6 hours, they were so ready to try it. So, of course, they all 3 got to taste the chicken and they loved it. Now that the chicken is all shredded up, we can put it right back into the Ninja, and then we can go ahead and serve it and put it in some bowls and enjoy it. Now that I've added the chicken in, I'm going to give it a good stir, and look how hearty this soup looks. It's so tasty looking. I can't wait to taste it. Once I've got it all mixed in, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on and start getting bowls out, and also chopping up some cilantro just to garnish it and give it another flavor to add to it. Now this is definitely optional, adding cilantro to the top. You don't have to. I definitely wanted to just to add some more fun pop and color to it, and I love cilantro. So for me, this is enhancing the flavor. It's really tasty adding it on top, and it just makes it look really pretty. So again, this is optional. You don't have to. It smells so amazing. My family is going to be so happy with this. I cannot wait to try this, and I can't wait for them to try it too because it just smells so phenomenal. I am going to go ahead and add some of the peppers that I canned up last summer, and this one's a hot mix pepper. My husband loves spicy peppers, so this will go perfect for his dish. I am also going to go ahead and add some sour cream to the top. Then add some Mexican cheese blend to the top. Now I'm going to garnish with the cilantro on top. Now adding the hot peppers. Now this is definitely optional, you don't have to, but my husband loves everything spicy, so this one's definitely for him. But look how tasty that looks, and you can eat it with tortilla chips or even garnish it with those little tortilla strips, or even have it with white rice. And I actually made white rice while this was all cooking, that way I had it ready to go. And the second one I am going to make with white rice on the bottom, and then repeat the steps. And that one I'm not going to add the spicy jalapenos pepper mix to it, because this one's for myself, and my 1-year-old will definitely be eating off of mine. So you can add it with white rice or no white rice, it's definitely an optional preference. This one I definitely garnished with the tortilla strips. I loved them. It's nice, it's a little crunch on each bite. So we definitely added more to this because my little one, he definitely liked it. My kids loved having it with the tortilla chips and dipping the chips in and scooping it out like a dip. But this was amazing. It turned out so perfect. It was so tasty and full of flavor. My family thoroughly loved it so much. My kids really liked it a lot. I definitely will be making this again, and I'll also be making it in advance and freezing it so that way I can pull it out for one of my busy nights. And it worked out perfect too. We had it during when we got snow here in North Carolina, so it was nice having this hearty soup during those cold days. It was perfect. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed what I made. Please subscribe and like. Please help my channel grow. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye guys.